Hi guys, it's me again, twice in the same day. This time I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Since I only have 3 videos uploaded now, all of them are different because one was a rant about bullying, and the second one was a tag video, and this one is now a review about, not even like a review, just like me talking about the Orange is the New Black book versus the show. I loved the show personally, and I read the book after. Well, I'm still reading it. I'm on what chapter am I on? I'm on chapter 13. Okay, anyways. I liked the book too, but it was so different. I don't know how to explain. I will explain it, but it's literally nothing like the show, and it really kind of threw me off reading the book because I watched the show first and none of the characters' names are the same or just anything like that. It really threw me off. I think I've read maybe 2 scenes that actually happened in the show, and I'm on chapter 13. I'm going to start off with the prose of the book. Her name is still Piper, and they do use Larry's name and also Penatuski's name, though they don't really mention Penatuski too much. But I have proof for all 3 of those in my Orange is the New Black book, and I will read them to you. I actually wrote down the pages, and yeah. So I'll start out with Penatuski. I've only read about her, I want to say, 3 or 4 times so far. She's really not a big part in the book. The book is more also, before I do this, the book is also more of a biography. It's more just about Piper, not really the other characters. It doesn't go into detail about any of the other characters' life because it is a true story, and if you really think about it, you don't know the characters' backstories, so it wouldn't be in the book anyways. Anyway, I didn't even think about that when I bought the book, but yeah. Alright, here's my proof for Penatuski. She wanted to be released from her job as a tutor. Stumpy went ballistic, screaming and ranting and writing her up for a shot for defiance, or resisting a direct order, or something along those lines. Penatuski, who had been in the classroom and was probably the object of his initial abuse, said that his dumbass face had turned purple. Okay, there's Penatuski. Piper is on page 20. Let's go to page 20. Oh, I'm at Larry first, so we're going to do Larry. I chose the latter. There were some agonizing conversations with Larry and my still reeling family, but it was my decision to make. Okay, there's Larry. Ew, why did I put my hair behind my ear? And page before that would be Piper. Wallace, it's Piper. 2 federal agents just came to my door and told me that I've been indicted for money laundering and drug trafficking. Wallace laughed. This was a reaction I would eventually get used to when my friends first learned my predicament. There's Piper. Except, this is something that I kind of thought was interesting, though. That her name, the author of the book, is Piper Kerman. See? They should have used the people's names in the book in the show. It would have been a lot easier to understand. Anyways, next one. The scene of Morello picking up Chapman is similar, if not the same. And I think honestly, if I went back and watched the episode, I think word for word it's the same, the conversation they had. But I will read that to you too. A white minivan waited. It's a driver, a middle-aged woman in an army-issue looking street clothes and sunglasses, greeted me warmly. She wore makeup and little gold hoops in her ears, and she looked like she could be a nice Italian-American lady called Ro from New Jersey. The prison guards are getting friendlier, I thought as I climbed into the passenger seat. She closed the door and smiled encouragingly at me. She was chipper. I stared back at her. She flipped up her sunglasses. I'm Minetta. I'm an inmate, too. Oh, I was flabbergasted that she was a prisoner and she was driving and wearing makeup. What's your name? Your last name? People go by their last names here. Kerman, I replied. Is this your first time down? My first time here? I was confused. Your first time in prison. I nodded. You doing okay, Kerman? She acts as she guided the minivan up a small hill. It's not so bad. You're going to be alright. We'll take care of you. Everyone's okay here. You got to watch out for the stealing. How much time do you have? How much time, I asked. How long is your sentence? Oh, 15 months. That's not bad. That'll be over in no time. I think the conversation was pretty much the same except for the use of a different name. And the cons is what I've been mentioning the whole time. None of the names except for Larry, Penatuski, and Piper are the same, and it just bothers me. And it's basically nothing like the real show. And also, no guards are having sex with the prisoners as far as I have read, but I don't think I'll be reading about that either. Yeah, that was definitely made up. It's hard to follow. And also, the last big one is Larry and Piper stay together. I mean, as far as I know, they don't split up, but I know for a fact in the end they get back together because I did research on it, and he made a website. It's called thepipebomb.com, and he basically puts updates up for her friends and family to read about how she's doing in prison. And I know that in the end she goes back home to Larry. I just haven't read it yet. But I do know because I looked it up because I'm a little spoiler person, and yeah. But anyways, the book is really good. I mean, both the show and the book are really good, but they're just so different. It didn't even seem like I'm reading about the show. It just seems like I'm reading something completely different. Anyways, on that note, I hope you all have a good day, and if you would like to check out this book, I would recommend it. Bye.